2027 season. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the Huskies, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for...
2 clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. 15 carries, 58 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. When you look at this defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that number 1 spot.
They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
23 yards, the final tally. Throw left side complete. That's Caldwell. Well, for years we thought Seattle was the Pacific Northwest. Not anymore. NFL football has arrived here in Anchorage, and folks in these parts are understandably beyond excited to see just what the future holds. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Running right, here's McAllister. Down to the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.
far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
On pick number 2, brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Huskies get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Tennessee.
Shotgun now for Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Caldwell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the Titans' 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tennessee offense set to go again. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now, the question, was the knee, in fact, down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action. Now it's Lance. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Oh, what a move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will slide to a stop He does have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. To throw, it's Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing is Lance on third down. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Myers' kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and a yard. Back to throw. Hold in here, Caldwell. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Caldwell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
His throw caught right around the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead in that one. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown reception. From there, we take the long plane ride back to Florida to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Kenny Pickett, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Draw play. Here's McAllister. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 53 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. It's completed to Caldwell, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of the play that looked like it was in trouble.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6.
He finds his man complete. It's Caldwell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. They're going to look to throw. Trying time to his left. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
They'll set up a throw. These guys run back out of the backfield. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Huskies are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. And Lance now to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Titans.
From the gun, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Lance. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time here. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Lance. Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Lance. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, throws like that, especially where we sit in the fourth quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eyes. And in this situation, your team's losing, it's late, tighter coverage, take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
Oh, and that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
On the give, McAllister with it. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A handoff to McAllister. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now the Titans down by 2 touchdowns, 1:06 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on first down is Lance. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5.
And Lance going to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Here's first down.
A gain of 50 yards.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Lance. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Anchorage, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.